What is up and what is going on to all my fellow Nakama out there? Welcome back to Trick Room Trades, where we like to scratch that pack opening itch. I'm your host Chris, and I'm back again today opening 2 more boxes of OP10, still trying to complete the master set. Now we only got a few alt arts left to get, 1 SP, and of course the manga Law. Will these 2 boxes get us 1 step closer to reaching our goal? Only way we're going to find out is by ripping some packs. But before we get to that, remember to hit that like and subscribe button to help your boy out, or if you enjoy this content. So I mean, I'm trying to hit 1K subs, you enjoy One Piece, so let's just go ahead and do yourself and me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. And be sure to stick around to the end of the video for details of the giveaway I got going on, because the deadline is almost up. So make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to be entered in for a chance to win one of the 4 prizes that I have going on. Now enough of the chit chat, let's cut on over and get to the hits. You know the drill. Let's go ahead and play across the screen the cards that I have left to get in this set, which really isn't many, and I am still very confident that this will be my first master set. Still haven't cracked the case, but I'm like 95% sure this is the last video before I finally decide to crack open that case. So hopefully we can get something that I do not have already, and if I do get some doubles, you know, it's not the end of the world as long as they're good doubles. I don't want no bad doubles, but it is what it is. Some of these cards are weird because they are cheap at one point, the next thing you know they jump up. Look what happened to the alt art OP10 Yellow Koala once her OP12 leader was announced. So who knows, but regardless, I'm going to pull some beautiful cards and we are going to have a good time today. Alright. All I can ask for, though, is just something brand new. First pack, SR, Rebecca. Which, you know, surprisingly, she went down. She used to be more than the Kyros, but it's like the Kyros is the more expensive of the 2 for some reason. And it's probably because, you know, he's a better body and more power and removal is better, but she's just allowing you to play a body off of her, and not really much other use than that, because it's kind of like the 7 cost red VV, which, you know, great effect, but as far as when it comes to actually like playing it, Liberation and Frankie, it's kind of like, you know, you just want the effect, not for an actual body to be doing battles on the field, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm honestly surprised with this set how many of the SPs, because I got 4 SPs out of or did I miss it? It was a leader. Sorry, I put y'all through that. But yeah, I was honestly surprised with OP9 that I was, you know, I got like what? 4 SPs out of 10 out of Lord knows how many packs and boxes. I think it was over 30. But 10, I probably haven't even opened half as much as I did of 9. And yeah, it's kind of crazy that I'm almost done with the SPs. Leader, Caesar, Smoker. But I'm not going to really complain because I'm very happy with it so far. Do I say it? So I have not pulled 2 of my SPs on camera. I actually traded for 2 of them. So realistically, the one that we did pull on camera is the one I don't have, and that's the Usohachi. I did trade for the Charlotte Flambe. And I'm not upset about it, but regardless, hey, I didn't have to spend way more of a fortune trying to pull her, even though I'm probably spending too much money as it is. But yeah, I need to pull the Usohachi. Sugar. Usopp. But can't be upset. It's just nice to finally get a set to where I will definitely have everything. 100%. Alright, not an alt art.
Chopper and Sabo. Chopper's still a good card, and that card's going to go back up with 12. That Rayleigh is going to be very reliant on that Tony Chopper. He's probably one of the more expensive rares currently, but yeah, he's definitely going to go up with Chopper. Same with the SR Sanji. Lim, and I do not forget those who laugh at my family. This card, been playing Lim in the Sim, and that card is so essential for Lim. It is ridiculous how good that card is once you play it out on the field. Like, it's insane. The effect of just, like, you can't remove it. If someone tries to remove it, you can just rest one of your, I'm gonna hold off on that one. You could just rest one of your, other Odyssey characters, and she can restand one, so it's like, you know how insane it is when you get a board full of Odyssey characters, and you can just attack with all of them, and then at the end of the turn, just restand like all of them, and your opponent, SR Tashigi, can't do anything about it. All they can do is attack life, which, you know, that can hurt. But when you got 5 of them, they can just swing back to back to back and then just restand them at the end of the turn. It gets to be a little bit annoying and a little overwhelming, if you ask me. But yeah, no, super fun deck. I just wish she got more support later. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see any support for her for quite a while. We know we're not getting it in EBO2 as far as I know. I haven't looked at the card list. And OP11, no. Now, one thing, though, that I am sad about with EBO2, Sugar, Piskin, is the allocations. And the fact that my local stores are getting their stuff pushed back. So I'm not going to be able to open much EBO2 on the channel when it first releases. So kind of a sad day. I got 2 booster boxes on pre-order, Caesar. Oh, that was a good one. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything with them because even the place I pre-ordered, they got their order pushed back. The guy I normally get stuff from, it's like they were allocating EBO2, it seems like, to more brick and mortar locations. So it's a sad day for my EBO2 openings that I had planned. I was trying to buy 2 cases, one to sit on, one to rip, because I want the alt events, I want the Gear 2 Luffy manga, I want the alt art Luffy leader, but it seems like they're just trying to make it hard to get it, Sugar. Piss Kid twice. I don't know. I don't know what's the deal with it. All I know is I hope I can get it for a reasonable price because it's not 120 or whatever MSRP. It's typically under MSRP because it's a limited set. And I think this one, unlike EBO1, which had 67 cards, Sugar. Caesar twice. So we do have a Sugar in here somewhere. I think it has like 83 or 87, whatever. But it's ridiculous. All of like the brick and mortar shops and everything on TCG Player, they're already just like, oh yeah, no, it's like going to be like EBO1, so we're just going to automatically upcharge everything to $220 almost for a booster box of it. SR Roginante. I don't know. It's just crazy in my opinion. And it kind of ticks me off, to be honest. Like, just make it hard for people to not get the cards. Like, bro, if it just drops, why you gotta upcharge it? And this is the same thing with Pokemon. Like, why do you gotta upcharge it if it's going to be, you know, something that just came out? I hate that about scalpers. In places, they're just ruining the market. They're already just doing these assumptions about the whole EBO2 is going to be as good as EBO1, and nobody wanted EBO1 when it first came out. That like sat everywhere. It was like SR Sanji, $80 a booster box at one point, but then all of a sudden the meta changed and it's like, wait a minute, oh, and they're not reprinting this? oh, all these cards are actually really good for multiple people, and that it kind of ticks me off. And I would assume a lot of other people out there feel the same way. Like, I understand they're not printing it anymore, but the fact that our case, like, literally last October when I bought my case, I still have, like, what, 5 booster boxes or 4, something like that I'm afraid to touch, but I want to open because I want the Chopper manga. But it genuinely, I don't know. Like, it's like SR Smoker, I think last I saw, getting like 4,300 or something people are wanting for a case of EB01, which I get it, but October I got mine for 1,800. That's a big price jump in such a short amount of time. This has to be sugar. There we go. And I don't know, it's just getting disgusting. It's disgusting, the market on everything, and I really hope something is done, and you know, I can get EB02 more regularly, but I'm going to have a tough time finding it to open for the channel. SR Kyros. I got one more SR. We do only have a 2-hit box, it looks like, unless I get one more hit out of one of these last 2 packs, with one of them being an SR. But yeah, now the SR Doflamingo, which is the cheapest at this point, but watch. That thing's going to pop off in the future. It will. It's just disappointing, though. The state of affairs with the whole trading card game industry. Alright, we got a 2-hit box, and this is a dead pack. Yep. Alright, so, our 2 hits, because I did not state the second one when I skipped it. Alright, let's see what our 2 hits are. And we got a Altart Sanji. That is a good pull to be getting, because that Sanji is retaining value, and it is definitely like a necessity, and it's going to be very good for the Rayleigh. And Lim. Okay. Alright. Well, now that I'm playing Lim, maybe I do want that card. Still, it is a relatively cheap card. But the Sanji, though, I mean, the artwork on both of these are beautiful. It's just kind of funny. In the last, like, couple of videos I've pulled, I've gotten more Sanjis, which I got, like, I'm 1 card away from having a playset, which I'm not going to be upset about having a playset of these Sanjis. But I also have a tough time making myself want to play with Altarts. I mean, there's one guy at Locals, cool as shit, such an awesome dude, don't get me wrong. But, like, him and his wife, oh my god. They play, both of them have, like, all gold Dons and all Altarts. I mean, he doesn't play with mangas. I mean, whew, thank God he draws the line there. I'd have my heart be palpitating if I saw that happening in front of me. But I'm just like, damn, bro, flexing on me, making me feel poor. But nah, dude's super cool, and his wife's super cool. But yeah, nah, it's crazy that a lot of the stuff for the One Piece market is purely driven by the fact of how playable it is, because people are going to play with the alt arts. Whereas opposed to Pokemon, I mean, people do play with alt arts. What am I saying? They do it in Pokemon. It just seems like with Pokemon, though, there's a lot more people that collect, and like more people for One Piece tend to buy it to, you know, it's not really just a collector. Most people that are into this play this game. All right, first leader, Caesar. Oh, Piss Kid is haunting me today. But yeah, no, it is crazy though. Pokemon collector, there are a lot of people that play with alt arts, but yeah, strictly the value of said alt art is being driven by the fact how playable it is and how bad people want it. SR Kyros for our first SR. Because, I mean, there's a bunch of SRs that I think are awesome, and the alt arts of them are awesome, but unless it's a favorite character or it's got some relevance in the actual game, you're not going to see anybody it's going to be cheap. That's why the 09 koala blocker was $5 until the leader was announced. Another Doflamingo. Now it's like starting to slowly creep up to 20, which I don't know. When 12 comes out, I'm either going to be a Zoro or I'm going to do a koala. All right, leader, Law, Caesar. I don't know. I'm having a tough time trying to figure out because, like, imagine you're playing a Zoro and you drop the 9-cost Zoro out there and you have your leader, and just between the two of them, you get 5 attacks in one turn is insane to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'd probably lose my mind about that. SR Kuzan. Especially if you have other characters on the field. Bro. That Zoro is going to be a menace. An absolute menace. Alright, who's our next leader? Yeah, put the leader in front. Sugar. See, always do it. And everybody hears me bitch about it all the time. I always guess the leader after the fact. But yeah, y'all, like, please, let's have a discussion in the comments. Like, you know, like, what do y'all think about the current state of affairs in the whole, like, trading card game world at this point in time? Do you think it's actually going to get better? Like, I'm gonna take Pokemon. I'm gonna use it as an example because it is the prime example at this point in time. But, you know, Pokemon has a lot of coveted sets because they're basing it off of older sets, like, you know, the old Team Rocket, the Gym Heroes set, and all that, and driving up the value, except for Journey Together, which did crash. And SR Eustace Kid, Journey Together does also have good hit rates, like Crown Zenith hit rates, but they're also gonna, I think, having the 30th anniversary. And once the 30th anniversary hits and everybody goes stupid over that, and then it goes away, and then there's going to be another drop in Pokemon. And I'm wondering if something like that will happen with One Piece, where it's going to drop, or is One Piece just going to keep steadily climbing? Who's the leader? Usopp. Ooh, we got it right. Personally, I feel like One Piece might steadily climb. You know, people aren't fighting on the shelves for it. I mean, I say that, but, you know, sleeves, I can probably, you know, if somebody if like a restock happens and there's sleeves on the shelf, I can probably, you know, go the whole day. I'll see it, like, restocked in a local group, SR Rebecca, and I'll be able to go there after work, and it's like, oh, hey, here's some sleeves for me to buy. Pokemon, it does not work that way. No, it does not. The second it is posted, it's gone. Like, instantly. Really fast. I'm gonna hold off on that one. Yeah, it's gone in an instant for Pokemon. Now, let's see. What else was I talking about? One Piece, I don't know. I mean, it's slowly getting popular, more and more popular, don't get me wrong. But I still don't see, like, you know, a huge amount of people at locals. I think maybe, like, what did we have, like 12 people playing the other night? And then, I don't know, the whole state of affairs of cards, and One Piece, it's got to be something that is going to steadily climb, but only the future will tell. I feel like I'm, like, rambling on with a bunch of nonsense, and I'm losing track of what I'm saying. Oh, my bad. My bad if it was an incoherent mess. Alright, we got another leader, and it is Sugar. Alright, we got double Usopp in this one. Alright, I think we got two hit boxes today. Oh boy. Haven't had a 2-hit box. Maybe I'm not on fire with the hits again. Caesar. Sugar. I got half the colors right. Yeah, I'm not on fire like I used to be. I've been doing pretty damn good with the pulls for 10, but you know what? It had to happen at some point. At least the 2-hit boxes are the ones. How does it come out already white on the edge? At least I don't think that's a hit, though. Thank God it's not. Enel and Liberation. I need to remember to play with that Enel. Yeah, I don't know where I was. But yeah, y'all, please, give me some ideas for some content. That's a hit. I'm open to opinions. I need to stop talking about it and just do it. I need to do gameplay content. I really need to do it. But yeah, let's have a discussion. Let's talk about the current state of affairs. Let's talk about what's your favorite leader. What is the meta going to be? Is this card game going to currently be on the rise? Is it going to get more popular? Is somebody famous going to make it stupid famous, like how Logan Paul somehow did to Pokemon, from what people say? Caesar. Oh, smoker. I don't know. I feel like Pokemon was kind of until Logan Paul decided to buy an Illustrator Pikachu and just be like, hey, look at this thing around my neck. Oh. Alright, not a leader. SR Monet. First Monet of the day. This all reminds me, I gotta get some more stuff listed. And speaking of which, if you need some cards, go to my TCG player at Trick Room Trades. LLC is what I believe I have it as. And, hey man, I got some SRs, I got some rares, I'm gonna be putting some more commons and stuff on there. Optimize, build your whole deck. Let me help you. In case you don't feel like doing what I do and spending a shit ton of money on a bunch of cards. Or, sorry, not cards. Boxes and blisters. Caesar. Sugar. Okay, we got Sugar twice. I think, yeah, this is definitely a 2-hit box. Alright, so. Twat Eshem. 2-hit boxes. Whatever. I enjoy the hits in the first one. I can't be upset about the hits in the first one. SR Tashigi. They make me happy. Especially now since I've learned that Lim is a force to be reckoned with if played right. Okay. And nope. So let us take a look at what our 2 hits are today. Hopefully one of them. Okay, we got another Rebecca. I'll take it. I will take it. I love Rebecca. She gets some of the best artwork. Even though I don't really play anything with Rebecca in it. And our second hit is a secret Monkey D. Luffy, fitting with them both being Dressrosa. So, I think that does it for today. Deadline is right around the corner, so please comment, like, subscribe. Be entered in for a chance to win these prizes. Details will be coming up in a second. Go to my TCG player, get some cards, help your boy out any way you can. Subscribe, share, spread the word, and as always, have a wonderful day. Now, let's talk about those details of that giveaway.
Thank you to everybody that made it to the end of the video, returning and new viewers. You have no idea how much it means to me. So, let me go ahead and show you the prizes for my next giveaway to celebrate the release of EBO2. An Edward Weevil playset, a Kid and Killer playset, a Finger Pistol playset, and a Secret Mr. 2. So we will have 4 prizes this time, 1 per person. So all I ask is that you are a public subscriber. That way I know that my giveaways are going to loyal supporters of the channel. And don't worry, I will definitely be doing more giveaways as time goes on. And this giveaway will be running until May 8th because we got an official release date for EBO2 of May 9th. So stick around, keep up with everything, and just help your boy out any way you can. Like, comment, subscribe, tell other people about it. Really helps me out because I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But I think that about does it. So remember to have a good damn day. Smile because you've earned it. And that you matter no matter what anybody tells you. Thanks.